RSL Sports TV live from the Shell Energy Stadium. It is over. Dynamo are in the Western Conference semifinals. Chris, man, this game is so nerve-wracking. The fans are all glued to their seat, and to them, like a deja vu, they felt like game 2 scenario about the player, and we saw how it all happened. Let me hear from you, Chris.
Well, it was an amazing game, fantastic atmosphere, and it was a great way for Dynamo to win the game. It was solely contested. Real Salt Lake came with everything. It was a beautiful fight. Dynamo got the goal first. Real Salt Lake came from behind, made it even 1-1, and it went straight to penalty kicks. And the game of penalties is anybody's game, but the beautiful thing about this was that I predicted every kick was right. So I'm super excited, not because Dynamo won, but man, I would have put some bet, who knows? I mean, came through.
I mean, this is the first time, or I say first time in many games that I have seen the fans electrify happy.
Yeah.
In the sense that they knew their team was this close in making the semi-final in the Western Conference, but they also knew that their team was so close to missing out. So those are two scenarios.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to penalties, nobody's there. But Dynamo prevailed, and I mean, man, what a way to grab that ticket at home to win on 4-3 on penalty kick. And now they'll be hosting Sporting Kansas. But first and foremost, they have Dynamo, LAFC, they have Cincinnati, they have Philadelphia Union. Man, the pool in this semi is hard.
It's hard. Trust me, this year's MLS Cup is way more competitive than last year. So whoever wins it this time is truly an MLS champion, because it has been nothing but the best and for the best so far. World-class playoff so far. Every game has been well contested. Every game, every team has come out, push out to really want to win this for them. So it's very beautiful to see that Dynamo was able to get this victory at home. So it makes it even more beautiful for Houston Dynamo as they proceed semi-finals to the next round.
First time MLS is implementing this best of 3 series in this first round. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's beautiful. It kind of looks like the UEFA Champions League scenario at home and away. But the beautiful thing about this is it's straight to PKs. There's no extra time. So it's straight to shootout. Nobody wins about 90 minutes. Boom, straight to shootout. And you see what happened in Real Salt Lake in game 2 and now game 3. So you have to be a winner. And Dynamo has been best of the 3 games. Dynamo has won 2. Real Salt Lake won 1. Dynamo proceeds to the semifinals of the playoffs.
And I saw an American-born Nigerian in the team of Real Salt Lake, the Chukwuemeka or something, Somto, and then, great player. I saw he got pace, a midfielder, and he saw he created a few chances. Man, we have talent across the globe, So Houston are in the semifinals, and they'll be hosting Sporting Kansas here on November 25th or 26th, one of these days. Because you know that Thanksgiving is around the corner, so they're going to schedule so that families, fans can tweak their Thanksgiving calendar. But the fact that Houston are in the semifinals, and I mean, they're having a great season.
Yeah, great season.
From the coaching staff to the players to the fans, everybody having a great season, and nothing missing in the team.
Nothing missing though. The beauty about this team so far is that Austin has been able to grab a group of players from nothing
to something
and make them champions. Because Dynamo has won a title already this season.
They're
World Cup champions, so they have something already. So they're not just playing like they're playing like champions.
That they want to win.
Yeah,
they want to win the MLS
Cup. They have the winning mentality, and I think the inclusion of Hector Herrera into the team has been able to solidify and balance that experience from amateur. So he's like the balancing factor on the team that has a way of stabilizing the team when under pressure and joining the attack to go forward. And for my book, Hector Herrera has been the best buy for Dynamo this season. So it's what every beat
every penny spent.
every penny spent of his money.
So we'll be heading to the post-match conference where we'll talk to some players and also the head coach of Houston Dynamo and possibly the coach of Real Salt Lake for us to feel his pulse on how close they were in making the semis, but they missed out. And this is Sam and Chris. We'll be right back.
ASL Sport, baby. We'll be back.
Congratulations, Mr. Ben.
How you doing, man?
Great, man. You're through the semifinals. Great game today. Great game. But your team was a little bit more conservative today from where they played. Like, was that the plan before the game to be conservative and go on a counter when they have the opportunity to maybe grab 1 or 2 goals and close shot?
I thought we played really well. I really enjoyed the way we played today. 24 touches in opposing box, 64 final third entries. I mean, I know they're all just numbers, but 12 shots inside the box. I thought we got there in different ways. We got there in transition, but we also got there through builds. So I didn't necessarily think we just struck on the counter, maybe a little bit in the second half. And as I said before, we have to be more lethal in those transitions. When we're 3v2, it's we're just a hair off in that, and that happens at times. To answer your question.
Yeah, but also just observation. I noticed a lot of the players when you attack it, the finals, the players fail to strike the ball at the final time. I want to pass it. Is that part of the team strategy to like pass it instead of shooting?
That's a good question. I'd like them to shoot it. Well, we took 16 shots and 12 were inside the box, so we were still shooting. I know what you're talking. At the top of the box, a couple times we're looking for the extra pass, and again, sometimes the extra pass works, and sometimes it allows an easier shot with a higher percentage. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you need to smack the ball and open them up so that maybe the pass is a little bit easier. These guys get it, but it was just a little off in the final third, that last pass. So we'll get back. We'll work on some breaks. Kansas City is going to be a whole different type of animal, and we have to take a look at them and see what that looks like and start to prepare. But it's nice to get a couple days off, and we have the 2-week break. So we will enjoy this for now and then get back to work in a few days.
My final question. Now you're in the semifinals. Should we dream and expect the MLS Cup
Why
to be?
not? Why not? You're allowed to dream.
I trust you, man.
Yeah, man.
RSL Sports TV around the MLS show, playoff edition. Chris, after all said and done, you're now in the semi-final of the Western Conference, and you were in the post-match conference, and you asked Ben Olsen a question. Just walk us through his mindset in winning this high-pressure pitch and all that.
You can see there was a lot of pressure, but you can see his pressure has come down because the game was very tense.
Very intense.
Yeah. But the beauty about him that, you can tell he has a winning mentality. And now that Dynamo has won, he's getting ready for the next semifinal, which will be against Sporting Kansas. And like I asked him, I told him, this third game that he played, game of 3, I noticed that Dynamo were a little bit conservative in how they attacked. And when it comes to finishing, they weren't taking the chances by shooting, but he said they were passing. Well, he said, they're going to work on that, and, going forward, they're going to shoot more, even regardless of they had like 16 shot or goals, and they had like 12 inside the box, which is not so bad. But because of the domination of Houston Dynamo, those shots should equal to more goals than just one goal, So we talked about that briefly in the press conference, and he was like, they're going to a lot of room for improvement on finishing. They're going to take more chances, and the team is ready to to move on to the next stage. And I asked him, now we're in the semifinals, can we dream that the MLS Championship tournament is coming back home to Houston? And it's like, come on, man, we should keep on dreaming. You never stop dreaming. Never know.
Turning the fan from doubters to believers.
To believers, yeah. So we're dreaming, and maybe someday, who knows? The MLS tournament, the MLS title might be coming straight to Houston here.
I don't know. I spoke with Emeka Enel, the Nigerian, the American-born Nigerian player, and this is his first playoff experience, and he is quite appreciative of the fact, but still a little bit disappointed and downcast on the outcome of the result. But you can see that he's a talent, a budding talent, and he has a long way ahead of him, and he keep improving. Working through his trajectory. Mom and dad from Nigeria, born in I think in Michigan and stuff like that. But what I see from him is a player that want to learn, that want to improve, also that want to compete. So let's see, what becomes of Emeka Enele. I'll be tracking his progress and the MLS, and I'm glad, man, I got to talk to him and all that. And yes, here we wrap up this edition of Around the MLS Show, playoff edition. Sam and Chris here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're bringing you all that sports stories that we tell in a unique way. Bye for now.
Bye for now.